I really can't stress how much quieter it is with the new water pump. It is, like, it was definitely like rattly noise in there. And it doesn't even look that bad, but apparently it was not great. Hey guys, welcome back to Brailsford's Rides. I'm Matt again here today, and we're working on Project Bobby B today. So I've been driving the car recently, and I've been parking it in the garage, and every time I pull the car off, I have a little drip pan below it, I notice some coolants down there. And at first I was worried something horrible's happening, but I believe it's the water pump leaking. It's the water pump's at least 30-something years old, so imagining the gasket's starting to fail. So we're gonna go ahead, put on a new water pump, change out the belt, and change out one of the hoses that I don't think I've changed yet. So we're gonna take care of all that, and yeah, let's do this. The one thing that really stinks about my radiator is there's no drain plug or anything like that. So we're gonna try to drain the coolant the best way I can, starting from the top down, at least get out some of it before we remove that lower hose. All right guys, let's go. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a 13 millimeter, we're going to remove a bolt here, a bolt down there, a bolt over here, and then a bolt down here at the bottom of the radiator, okay? Oh, Lord. Oh, that was actually part of the radiator. All I have to do is the bolts. Oops. That means I removed it from the other side. I don't know how many things I've done wrong in this car, but I've done a lot. Done a lot of lessons. We're going to carefully try to drain some of the radiator fluid. I'm going to remove this accessory hose. There's going to be a mess. I'm going to tell. Coming. Could have been worse. I think I still made a mess. Should have done it better. It's okay. It's gonna be messy. There's no way around it. It's gonna be equally as messy as it was last time. So let's just get used to it. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the lower radiator hose. And it's gonna leak everywhere. Probably get on my shoes. Let's do it for the water pump. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Well, that was not the way to do that, gentlemen. Well, that was super not how I wanted that to go down. Alright, let's go ahead and remove this upper radiator hose. It's junk anyway. We're gonna upgrade these clamps. Man, this thing is cooked on. Oh, there she goes. Oh, Lord. Well, that was the super messy way. Let's go ahead and get this
hose off. Doesn't get it out. I'm gonna replace it anyway. Super gross. Take off the last little radiator hose. Get it out of the way.
Alright, so next we're gonna get the fan blade off. You're gonna go ahead and use an 11mm.
Oh boy. There we go. Alright. Get it off. Pull your fan off. Put it to the side. You gotta take this bill off. You do that by loosening the alternator. It appears to be a 13mm. There we go. Well, that came right off. This is another, like I said, it's a 13. Oh my goodness. Struggling here. Let's go ahead and get the. Oh my god, that fell straight in my coolant. That's gonna be lovely. Let me go grab that. Put it back on the alternator. Guys, we're gonna do what we can to line up the gasket and get it in there, flush against, and get a bolt in or anything.
I think we got most of the bolts lined up. Let's go ahead and feed this one even through. Let's make sure. Oh boy. Oh, there she goes. All the way in. Let's go and tighten some of these down. Okay. Make sure she's lined up. So you want to make sure these 4 holes line up on the. It's pretty close. Go ahead and get the belt on. Alright. There we go. Good to go. Let's see if we can get these bolted in. Now we pull our. We're going to pull the alternator back up as tight as we can. We'll tighten her down. While we're pulling it. Of course, the fan blade's in the way. Good. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and reinstall our radiator. Gasket stays in the way. This is supposed to be for my expansion tank, which I have relocated to a used coolant bottle. I like my expansion tank more. Definitely more character. Jeez, I pushed my bike over, scared the crap out of me. Woo! Make sure when you're
The radiator supports, go ahead and put them in the way so you're kind of tightening into them so you don't have to bend them. If I had known that I could have just backed these out, I would have done that already. I thought the bolts were fixated to this. That was my fault. I'm going to go ahead and reattach my brand new upper hose. So it's not, might have some room to get it in there. Good. Now I gotta somehow manipulate it onto here, like so. There she goes. She's on there. So guys, a lot of times when I'm working in here, I don't really look it up. I kind of use observation mechanics, which it's really trial by error. And I end up having a lot of error sometimes in it, but I'm learning from it. So, you know, that's really all that's all I really want, is to keep learning. Alright, so let's go ahead and tighten down these bolts. I'll put the horns back on. Good to go. Alright, now it's time to add some coolant and clean out our radiator. Burping.
You guys only knew how loud that water pump was before. It's like deathly quiet. It's actually really odd to hear right now. I'm kind of blown away. So what we're doing is we're burping the system. Got it open, kind of let the air bubbles work their way out. Alright guys, that simply does it, you know. Trial by error, didn't follow any instructions. Kind of visually saw what I had to do. Remove the front radiator. Remove the front radiator first. Remove the hoses. Loosen the alternator, and then take the pump out. And make sure you get rid of all the gasket. Put the new one on, bolt it up, reverse process, put it back together. All right, guys. Appreciate you tuning in for another Project Bobby B episode. See you guys next time.